he can throw the football. But how
you just mentioned a microcosm, really, of how he can hurt you. Looking for a crit.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moved.
About it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling.
12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something? Down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Being chased out left.
And drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely not.
We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, Vic. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
White 20!
So here's Vic following the interception. This is caught by Antonio Brown. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Sacramento football here to begin the second. But they face a second and long to start things out.
90, 20.
Vic with a give to Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. Through an opening, and there he goes. And touchdown! Barry Sanders, 66 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Now the offense will stay out there. They get in to make it 8-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in him one-handed. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Man open, it's Moss complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and he will have a touchdown. Randy Moss, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2.
Lefty.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the carry, here's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
Hey, 52.
This is Sanders. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense has come up with it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
To throw, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did, and we see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. First down, Vic. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he's flushed out left. His throw incomplete. Barry Sanders, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And how about that play? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
Second down, Vic. Now he's flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Vic out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Rosas puts this one an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 22 yards on the pickup there. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense.
We're good. We're good.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Throwing his Wentz, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
By 90! By 20! By 20!
Another run with Sanders. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun, Vick. He finds Beckham complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down.
By 20!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying.
They'll run with Barry Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 20.